гэдэг вэ? Дагсуу. 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 Бидээ. Морсуу. Юу? Ай. Гэрлэг буулгасан буюу? Хайтарч байна уу? Бидээ. Бэлсин өдөгтөн. Юу? Альгинч. Дагсуу. Тэгсүү. Гэрлэг буулгасан буюу? Дагсуу. Зэргийг дагсуу. Дагсуу. Жорчноо. Өдөгтөн жорчноо. Хай. Бидэн. Дагсуу. Гэрлэг буулгасан буюу? Альгинч. Дагсуу. Зэргийг дагсуу. Дагсуу. Гэрлэг буулгасан буюу? Морсуу. Альгинч. Бидэн. Бидэн. Хатарч байна уу? Өдөгтөн. Тэгсүү. Бусбулхаа!
Энаруу байна уу?
Дагсуу. Гэрлэг. Гөрөөлж байна уу?
Гэрлэг. Би намансуу. Хүрээ.
Альгинч. Уугал дарам бидэн. Гөрөөлж явна. Өдөгтөн. Дагсуу. Гэрлэг бол. Булхаа! Харамнам. Дагсуу. Атхаж байна. Гэрлэг ясаар болгосуу. Дагсуу.
Ууган даран.
Бидэн. Жорчноо.
Навшиж байна уу? Дагс.
Юу? Ууган даран бидээ. Дагсуу. Ууган даран хүлээж буй. Альгинч. Хатарч байна уу? Булхаа харамнам.
Дагсуу. Бэ?
Гэрлэг болгосон буюу? Дагсуу. Юу өдөгтөн? Дагсуу. Бидэн дагсуу.
Yeah, I prefer Golden Horde Mongols.
Гэрлэг болгосон буюу?
Without the question.
Дагсуу. Аюул могваа!
Бид. Морсуу.
Зэргийг дагсуу. Бидэн дагсуу.
Санарт.
Өдөгтөн тэгсүү. Хайтарч байна.
Гэрлэг. Гөрөөлөө явна.
Бид. Дагсуу. Дагсуу. Альгинч жорчноо. Морсуу. Аюул болдгоо. Хатарч байна уу? Дагсуу. Гэрлэг болгосон буюу? Дагсуу.
Юу? Алхаж байна уу? Байна.
Дагсуу. Морсуу. Гэрлэг болгосон буюу? Дагсуу. Бэлсин. Альгинам. Альгинч. Хатарч байна.
Дагсуу.
Өдөгтөн. Жорчном. Тэгсүү.
Бид. Дагсуу. Цавчнам.
Эй, хийх бардгаа. Бидээ. Дагсуу. Юм хэмээн танд юм хэрэгтэй бойл. Энд байна.
байсан.
Хайду.
Хөдөлгөөе бэлэн. Санарт. Өрөөж байна. Ажил бэлэн. Танд юу хэрэгтэй бэ? Чи
Удаана бэлэн.
зэвсэг юу вэ?
Амиго одохыг зорьсон зүгтэн хөдөлсөө.
Ану сэдүүгээ анхааралтай таны хэлээр явсан.
Жарлиг болгож жагсах цаг боллоо.
Сайхан ажоо. Би энэ байна. Ажил хүлээж байна. Би үнийг бариад өгсөн.
Амар байна уу? Би жамтик ясаар бодох уудуугүй. Мэдээ тушаад ирвэ. Тэмээгүй. Ани тушаад их уудуугүй байна. Хэн ариун шиг атгаад өгөөч. Акс, хэн тушаад ирлээ.
Жиржиг юу вэ?
Хоёрт дөрөхгүй бэлэн.
Жадах турахгүй гэрэл
Хоёрт
би.
дөрөхгүй гэрэл. Хоёрт дөрөхгүй хатгалдаа бэл. Хамиг хоёрт дөрөхгүй юу хийх вэ? Сугаар санар дуу хайцгал.
Цугаар бэлт.
Жарлиг дагаж байна.
Жарлиг болгох гэж байна. Юу хийх уугаларан хөдөлсөн. Ажил
бэлэн.
жарлиг болгох гэж байна.
Мана
Эдүгээ зарлиг хүлээ юу?
юм бодохын жарлигаар болсоо.
Арваачта. Манруу арваач байна юм. Арваачта. Би хоёр эдэн байна. Я. Арваачта бид хоёр байна.
Ажил уугаларлаа. Би хийсүү.
Уугаларна хөдөл.
Сугаар
Хэнч жарлыг дагаж байна.
юм
Юу?
жарлиг
Ажил хийх.
жарлиг яатгсоо. Хайдаа таваа.
Санар.
Юм
Бид
ёсоор болгосоо.
дахиж
Сугаар яг юм.
Амар байна уу?
амар байна уу?
Танд юу хэрэгтэй вэ?
Мана жарлиг
Хэнч энд байна. Урахгүй зарим
Мана жарлигаар болсоо.
уугаларан энд байна. Танд
Санарт.
за би хийсүү. Би
Юм бодохын үү?
бүдэгтэн тооник хийнэм.
Турахгүй.
Сугаар
Юун хэмээн жарлыг даг.
жарлигээр хөдөж би энд байна.
Юу хийх вэ?
Цугаар жарлиг болгох. Би
Мана яг юмгүй.
You can have the burger.
Урахгүй өдөрмөл.
Жарлигээр нүгэ анхаа. Би чадсан. Оо хайцаа.
би энд байна.
Цугаар бэлэг. Би ирж байсан. Амар байна уу?
Хөдөлгөөе бэлэн.
Юм жарлиг ёсоор болсоо. Ажилд бэлэн. Намыг сонирдод тун. Ясаар бодсон.
Сайхан ажил.
Жарлигэрээ нүгэ. Жарлигийг дагаж байна.
Жарлиг болох гэж байна. Даруй хөдөл.
Амар.
Санарт.
Гişүүд сонор. Амар
Юм хэрэггүй.
Цугаар бэлт. Би чөтгөл ажиллав.
цугаар би
Танд юу хэрэгтэй бэ?
Жарлигийг дагаж байна.
Амар байна уу?
цугаар би
Би
амар байна уу?
санарт.
Манай
Өдөр хөдөлсөн.
сугаар юм. Жарлигийг дагаж уяа бэлэн. Сугаар буу байшхан.
Босгоо байдгаа. Би тэгсэн.
Mana gel yasar konusu. Юм гэл mana ödül. Сугаар яатах юмгүй ödül.
Хөдөлсөн бэлэн.
Итүүгээ жарлиг ясаад болгосон. Жарлигсэн. Жарлигийг
инааруу
дагаж
байна.
байна. Жарлигийг дагаж байна.
Бид байхгүй. Мөсөө самбадгаа. Удаарандаг цаг болдгоо. Отсуу. Ургууд бид ярдгийг дагаж байна. Эдүгээ хамж байна. Ryzen хамж байна. Хармаач. За тэгсүү. Юмсуу дараадаг цаг байна. Юм хэмээн гэдэг бодохгүй бод.
Хоёр дөрөхгүй.
Чаддаг тулганд мэдээ.
Хоёр дөрөхгүй да. Гэр. Яг
Арваач.
Юм бохын.
Жарлигийг дагаж.
Манай жарлиг.
Сугаар хоёр дөрөхгүй. Юм жарлигээр нүгэ. Mana хоёр дөрөхгүй.
Жарлиг ясаад Жарлиг ясаад бодсон. Жарлиг ясаад бодсон.
Mana хоёр дөрөхгүй да.
Ажил.
Цугаар бэл ойнда оруулдгаа. Түүнийг байж. Хоёр сэдв мэдэн.
Арваач бид. Отсуу.
Амар байна уу?
Сонор.
Жарлиг хөдөл. Ясаар болгосон. Баста бид
Хөдөлсөн. Авчих мөр.
цугаар
Мөсөө самбахгүй. Ярдгийг хүлээж. Юунусыг хармаж байна.
Юм хийхгүй. Би ч үтгэж байна. Юм хэрэг.
жарлиг болгох гэж байна. Хоёр сэдв
Хөдөлсөн. Арваач. Цаг болдгоо. Арваач. Өдөрмөд. Хөдөлсөн. Бид. Арваач бид. Удаарандаг цаг болдгоо. Инааруу байна.
хоёр сэдвүүдэ зэрэг
Ryzen хамж байна.
юу хийхгүй өтөр хөдөлсөн. Танд юу хийх чаа гэсэн. Ойнда оруулдгаа.
Жарлиг буулгах.
Хөдөлгүй юм бэлэн.
Ажилд бэлэн амар байна уу?
Цугаар сан ядах юмгүй хөдөл.
Бодохгүй.
Манай жар
Юм хэмээн жарлиг буулгахгүй бой.
I'm pretty sure he's getting the berries in the back.
Би тэгсэн.
санарт.
Жарлигийг
Жарлиг буу гоншгон. байна уу?
Хөдөлтөн жаад
Жардгаар боцсон. Цугаар
хөдөлтөн түүнийг хийнэ. Саатаа өтөр хөдөлсөн. Жардгийг дагаж байна.
Indeed, he did.
Жардгийг дагах.
манай
Өдөр хань ажигч давхиж.
Where is he getting food now? Because not here. I mean, he doesn't have that many farms.
Юм хэмээн жар өтөр хөдөлсөн. Жаад хөдөлсөн.
юм бодох юм уу те? Цугаар хоногдох хүн. Бүгд сонс. За, би үнийг шалгахын хийсэн. Одоо үнийг барьсан. Ажиллах цаг боллоо. Цугаар анхааралтай байна.
Би таны тушаалаа
Будах цаг ирлээ. Тань
тушаа хөдөл туулах зам бүрт. Гүйцэтгсэн. Сомон өндөр аасуу. Бүгд хөдөл. Чи түүнийг устгах барай дууссан. Бүгд санс. Ажил ууг.
тушаал болгох.
Дайсан бидний тогтмоо.
Өмнө барьсан байм уу?
Эрчүүд
Марта үүрэгтэй үл туусан. Ирчүү.
Одод цагирдэ. Эчээс.
Ирчүүдээ. Ирчүүдээ.
Арбузмын хүний гэрдэг аваасаа. Тушаал хүнээ үйд мэдэг. Сэрюгамын дэв. Гэргэн дам. Богдал баасмын
Батар захуу. Яа. Батар тугаа. Ажиллах уу яа? Би гişүү төвөө. Анхаар гүйцэтгэх.
арбуз байхгүй.
Тушаал. Юу харбав авшлаа.
Хоршуултан буяа таны том эрчүүдэ.
He's getting that.
Бэд зэрэгэн гахаа.
Тушаал.
Hi, Jet. Hello. I guess he was buying food. The gold. I never let him to get here, and I collected boar. Alright, we got a victory. You know what does it mean? Pow. You have 8 games left. So I got to go down. Not sure yet. Hello, YouTube chat, by the way. Hello. I don't know which save I really wish to play on land. That I don't know. I will figure it out. Listen, Chocolate Fish Show, I'm not playing English. Like I mentioned a million times, I do not wish to play English on land map. Unless English became like a top 1 civilization on land map, yeah. As I mentioned a million times, no. Shit.
Энэ арга байна уу? Би гарчна. Жирлэг буужаа.
Бэлэн. Юу?
Алгинч. Бүлэгтэн хатагч байна уу? Юу? Алгинч. Зорчном. Аюул бодлого. Дагсуу. Хүлээж байна уу? Жирлэг буулгасан буюу зорчном. Жирлэгийг дагсуу. Билэг хатах бай. Ха? Бүлэгтэн дагсуу.
It's so weak. I mean, there are better saves.
Билэн хатагч байна уу? Алгинч. За.
English for me are hybrid and water safe, and it's gonna stay there.
Бит. Морилсоо.
You're gonna stay there.
Жарлиг буурагч байна уу? Дагсуу. Дагсуу.
Do you play French? Yes, I do, and I know how to play French, so I don't need to learn that.
Жарлиг буулгасан буюу. Морилсоо.
The reason why I'm doing this, I'm gonna mention another 1,000 times, is to learn the saves, to make sure on the tournament I know how to play with them against
Алгинч.
certain saves.
Дагсуу. Хүлэгтэн
It's not for your guys' entertainment,
Морилсоо.
but for me to learn.
Зорчном. Бидэн. Бидэн.
You play this, you play that. No,
За.
I'm playing these
За.
to know how to play them.
Алгинч. Дагсуу.
Cause like
Дагсуу.
I had no idea how to play like KT like properly on against higher level players. On low league it's fine. Like I can push out any guide for low league players and they can win
Хүлэгтэн.
blindfolded.
Жарлиг буулгасан
But when you are playing against higher league, you really need to think about what you're doing.
Жарлиг буулгасан буюу. Хатарч байна уу?
The age up is late there.
Дагсуу. Хүлэгтэн. Морилсоо. Санал. Морилсоо. Жарлиг. Бидэн. Дагсуу. Хатарч байна уу? Зорчно. Дагсуу. Алгинч. Жарлиг. Үрж байна. Гişүү. Хүлэгтэн. За. Дагсуу. Морилсоо. Жарлигийг дагсуу. Жарлиг буулгасан буюу.
What do you mean only 6 sheep? What? Hello, game?
Тэмгэж байна. Алгинч. Хатарч байна. Санарт.
How did I find out only 6 sheep? What?
Дагсуу. Зорчном.
That doesn't make sense.
Хатарч байна уу?
Санар.
What?
Дагаж байна уу?
How did I run out of sheep?
Дагсуу. Бид. Хүлэгтэн. За. Бидэн.
Жарлиг.
Алгинч. Хатарч байна уу? Жарлиг зорчном. Дагсуу. Дагсуу.
What the hell is happening?
Дагсуу.
Хүлэгтэн. Хатарч байна уу? Бид цавчном. Дагсуу.
Дагсуу.
Жарлиг буулгасан бужаа. Барьж байна уу? Бидэн зорчном.
Okay, those are the most weirdest sheep spawn locations ever.
Жарлиг буулгах гэж байна юм.
Санарт.
За, тэгсэн.
Ажил хүлээж байна уу? Багтаа танд юу хэрэгтэй вэ?
Яасан буй?
Андаа.
Би энд байна. Зорж
За тэг. Босгоо байна. Бинах ширээдгүй. Цугаар бэл. За тэгсүү. Андаа босгоо. За.
Ан харнам. Би гарсуу.
Okay.
Танд юу
Би энд байна. Юу хийх андаа буулгаа. Чи түгэ яахыг хүснэ?
юу хэмээн жадаг би? Амар байна уу?
Амар байна уу?
Жарлиг буулгах гэж байна. Би гişүү авчирсан. Хүлэгтэн биж тэгсүү.
та идүүгээ яахыг хүснэ буй? Би зорчсон.
Ямар болсоо хоо.
Хөдөлгөө.
Алгинч. Альбин ч энд байна юм. Чи нүхч жарлаг бол би
Юун хийх бой.
Танд юу хэрэгтэй вэ? Бүтэхтэн билээ. Юу хийхгүй?
Манай би энд байна юм. Жаа тэгсэн. Айдаа харагдана. Босод харагдана.
Танд юу хэрэгтэй вэ? Түүнийг барьсан.
Хамига оих тор орохгүй та. Босод.
Альбин ч давхиж мөрсөн. Цугаар гэлд. Гişүү тэмдэж буй буюу. Жаа тэгсэн. Жарлгийг дагсан. Юу хэмээн санарт гişүү тэмдэж байна уу? Юу хэмээн автобусгон уус. Жаа тэгсэн.
Жарлиг ирээд үгүй.
Альбин ч үтэр хөдөлсөн. Бахтат бүлгөө.
Цугаар бит. Айда оролцоо.
Ажил хүлээж байна.
Юм фэнүү тодорхой.
Бүтэхтэн бид жарлгийг ёсоор болгосон.
Үхэл апгүй. Жарлиг ирээд үгүй.
Oh! I don't fucking targeted.
Манай би энд байна. Хоёр тохиод
Ажил
Цугаар гэлд.
гэрлэг буулгах гэж байна юм. Санар. Би гişүү.
угаа яд
Альбин ч та анхааруулсан.
Stupid ass target.
Бэлд. Сонож тэгсэн. Түүнийг хийнэм. Дахиж морьсон юм.
They
юм жарлиг ёсоор болсон. Амар бай.
Юун хийх бой.
I'm not sure what's the idea here.
Бэлэн.
Ажил бэлэн.
I see a lot of military.
Юу хэмээн давталган уу.
Явхан турхаг.
Альбин ч энд жарлгийг дагаж байна. Жарлиг болгох гэж байна. Альбин ч энд байна. Би дэвсэн. Бүтэхтэн бид жарлгийг ёсоор болгосон.
Манай жарлигаар болсон.
Бид юу хэмээн жарлиг буулгах үтэр хөдөлсөн.
Хоёр жарлиг ёсоор болсон. Ёсоор болсон. Гэрмэшгүй. Жарлигийг дагаж байна.
Ус хаа инаруу байна.
Орохгүй зарилгыг хүлээж байна.
Жаа тэгсэн.
Бид байна.
Босхоо байна.
Эдүгээ зарилгыг уудуулах гэж яа. Харагч байна. Зарилгыг ясаа болгосон. Зарилгыг дагаж байна. Жаа тэгсэн. Жаа тэгье. Орохгүй байна.
Жарлигээр баацлаа. гэж байна.
Бид байна.
Анхааралтай сонор.
Эдүг
Тус ангир.
Амар байна уу? Танд юун хэрэгтэй бой?
Жарлигээр уугай.
Юу хэмээн жарлиг идүүгээ
Орохгүй оддхон санар.
жарлиг буулгах хүмүүсөө сам
Одсуу. Зарилгыг дагаж байна.
манруу харваад байна уу?
Орохгүй.
Хахад гэж бол хагал. Манай жарлиг
Эдүгээ зарилгыг удаар.
Бүтэхтэн билээ. Ус хаа инаруу байна.
юм
Таксуу торхгүй жарлиг ёс.
Зарлиг буулгадаг.
юм ёсоор болсон.
Бидэн бай. Альбин ч түүнийг хийнэм.
Ажил бэлэн.
Санарт.
Манай жарлиг бодлоо.
Амар байна уу?
Жарлигээр үгүй. Анхан. Баацлаа. Бид
Удаа
ман яасан буй. Жарлигээр үгүй. Хан сүл.
жарлгийг дагаж байна.
Суга санагдах.
Манай гоож байна.
Хоёр төдөөд өгөх юм.
Идүүгээ жарилгээ алинч энд байна уу?
Жарилгэрээд үгүй. Ханхаа.
Юу хэ?
Ёсоор бодсоо. Сугаар санаа
Бүлэгтэн бэлэн
тодогдоо.
босгоо байнугаа. Энэс ирээд хүн.
Юм фэнү яа.
I think the resource is being gathered here.
Жарилгэрээд үгүй.
Жарилгээ хүлээж байна. Уугас арам бэлэн итгэж байна. За текст би тексту. Алинч ижаа. За тексту жарилгийг дагаж байна уу?
There it goes.
Давхиж морилно. Өтөр хөдөлсөн.
It's going H3. That's crazy.
Алинч энд байна уу? Босгоо байнугаа. Энэс ирээд хүн.
Санар. Гарсуу. Жарилэг даруй хөдөлсөө. Жарилэг яхаа. Тэгж байна. Анхах цаг болдуга. Уугнаас амд гарсуу.
Ёсоор бодсоо.
Санар. Жарилэг бучаа. Санар. Цугаар бэлд. Гарсуу. Но бидэм бай.
Би хийсэн
Санар. Даруй мах даруй хөдөлсөн. Жарилэг буулгах гэж байна. Цугаар би даруй хөдөлсөн. Жарилэг ирэх хөдөл. Жадаа удаараа. Торхгүй. Жарилэг атсуу.
Манай
Тэнд юу жарилэг болжаа тэгсэн. Анда оролцгоо. Бэлт. Санар. Сонорд довдод.
жарилгэрээд үгүй.
Анхаа. Санар. Жаа тэгсэн. Анда оролцгоо. Цугаар санар багтаад.
санар алхах цаг болдуга.
Анда оролцгоо.
Анийг харуул байна.
Ажил уугаас арна.
Тэгсүү. Анда оруул.
Хармаж байна уу?
Тань
Цугаар бэл.
даруй махан авч.
Би санар. Хөрөөж байна уу? Сайн байна. Жарилэг буудалгаа бэлд. Ах. Нөхөр.
Юм
Хармаж байна уу? Би
яг юмгүй.
идүүгээ жарилэг бэлд.
Юм фэнүдэ. Аста.
Ном сумаа бэлд.
Манай жарилгаар болсон.
За тэгсүү.
Ядах юм. Хоёрт баста. Бид хөтлөж байна.
Жарилгийг дагаж байна.
Жарилэг болгох гэж байна. Уугаас
Цугаар би ажил бэлдэн.
ажил хүлээж байна. Амар байна уу? Намд.
жаргал ёсоор болсон. Хоёр дахь хуудаа бит.
Энд байна. Хойдоо нуугаа. Уугаар мал ярддаг хэлэх. Би дотор орно.
Манда жаргал
Би энд байна юм. Тодулдар марснам. Би таньсуу.
Би жаргал ясаар болсон.
Яасан буй ажилцуу. Зорьсон зүгтэн өдөлсөө. Ахлагч бод хаа.
санарт даруй махан авчирсан.
Хамигаа нөхөй жандгийг дагуулъя. Би өдөлсөө.
Let's take out one.
Сугаар би даруй хон. Дотгошилж байна. Жаргал ёсоор болсон.
Манай жаргал сөс багтууд хөдөлж.
Ажилт бэлэн. Тушаал цаг болов. Намайг хаш явуулбар.
GG. Let's see if you haven't practiced in a while JD or Bs. I mean, I know how to play with them, so that's not a problem. There's a high chance I will return to KT to learn a little bit more KT. There's a high chance for that. So there's a high chance for KT. There's no goddamn way. Dude, like these, sorry, but oh my god, these are so, the Stranger Things, these Duffer brothers, name them retarded brothers. Okay, listen to this. Stranger Things creators, the Duffer brothers, have now revealed why they weren't involved in that final battle, and fans may not like the reason. Why the Demogorgons? So why the Demogorgons were not in the final battle in Stranger Things final season episode. In a conversation with the rap Matt and Ross, Duffer were asked where all the creatures were once the crew got to the abyss. Mainly, it's just that Vecna was not expecting this sneak attack on his home turf. Never in a million years could he imagine that, Matt said. They are there somewhere. We obviously discussed having a demo battle on top of the Mind Flayer battle, but it felt more right to us that why does he need the demos when the Mind Flayer in his giant thing and can attack them? He doesn't need his little ant army to attack. He's going to take care of it himself. Oh my god. This is the worst reasoning I ever heard, because Vecna did not expect it a sneak attack. Bro, that the motherfucker sees everything. Like, like they introduced Vecna as like, oh yeah, he can see, by the way, everything, even his butthole. But when it comes to invade the abyss, and like, yeah, dude, I would have never imagined that gonna happen. Oh my god. A sneak attack! Surprise! That's what they literally said. I'm reading the official statement. One of the comments says, that's a weak answer to glaring plot hole. You create a variant with an army of Demogorgons, Demodogs, Demobats, all connected to a high mind. None of them show up at the final battle because the heroes marched through your evil land right after your stronghold and somehow surprised you with all those loose ends out there working against him. Vecna didn't think a lookout of the two should be a good idea. Good idea. Yeeks. Oh my god. Man, that's okay. That's crazy. Well, listen. The reason why Vecna, you know, because he was making a bread. I mean, he was making a Vecni in his house, and like, man, would be crazy. You know, Vecna is talking to the Mind Flayer, dude. Would be that crazy if they do a sneak attack on us? I think that's insane. Yeah, bro. Just don't bother. Don't bother. I'm sure we're gonna be fine. Yeah, don't recall the army. Don't summon them or something like that. Yeah, just, you know, we can gangbang the whole party. You know what I mean, brother? You know what I mean? Fuck him. Fuck him up. Oh, bro. We should have called back the Demogorgon. No, it's fine. We are still fine. But they rip open your heart. We said, I'm still alive. It's good. It's fine. A sneak attack! Wow! I would have never imagined. But not just that. Listen to me. In season 4, Hopper was capable of slicing a Demogorgon's arm. In season 5, with a high caliber weapons, they couldn't damage the Demogorgon. Now don't tell me a fucking sword can do more damage than a 50 cal. You know what I mean? Like, the The whole season was so ass.
Хүлэгтэн
Oh no, bullets doesn't work. I need more bullets.
жаа
Bro, just use sword. Everyone knows sword capable of doing more damage.
дагаж байна.
Don't bring a gun into a sword fight. I mean,
Зорчном
like, just watch season 4. Hopper, like, literally sliced through a fucking Demogorgon. Season 5, well, you know, that might have happened, but we don't remember.
악소.
уугад арга бид
бидэн
More like hop on these nuts.
бид бэлэн
жарлыг буулгасан буюу
Or the mall.
бидэн дагсуу
Жарлиг. 악소. Биш үү?
альтинч дагсуу
Didn't Steve beat the Demogorgon with a bat in season 1?
хүлэгтэн морилсуу хүлэгтэн жарлыг дагсуу
How's the, oh, what is the name of the black guy? The black kid? He literally kicked a demo dog while carrying Max.
жарлыг буулгасан буюу хатагч
So is you know, the power of feet is better? Should I just, you know, kick them?
зорчном
Did he wore some magical boots? Lucas, yeah, Lucas.
хүлэгтэн жаа
Bro, I just took the magical boots of anal thing, you know what I mean?
дагсуу
Plus 10 damage.
Сонор.
And I just started blasting.
Жарлиг. Бэлдэ.
дагсуу
ажил нам давчиж байна.
жарлыг буулгасан зорчном бидэн
Бид барьсуу.
Бэлдэ.
альтинч би дагсуу
Санарт
юу жаа тэгсүү
амар байна уу?
жаа тэгсүү давхиж
That
морилсон
was good.
Жарлыг буулгах гэж байна.
хүлэгтэн жарлыг ёсоор болгосоо
Цугаа ойндоо оруулгаа.
жаа тэгсүү
Юу хийх вэ?
хүлэгтэн бидэн хүлэгтэн
Би энд байна. Хөдлөхөө бэлэн. Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн. Ажил бэлэн.
хүлэгтэн бидэн
Алцаас харуун.
юу хийнэ
Яасан буй?
инагш ирээд хөө
So even if it's only 3 villager idol, that's 3 villager idol, you know what I mean?
Ажил хүлээж байна. Хөдлөхөө бэлэн. Түүнийг барь.
альтинч энд байна үтэн хөдөлсөө
Би ороо би байна. Яасан би?
жаа тэгсүү
The idle time alone was worth it.
Юу хийх вэ? Ажилд бэлэн. Санарт.
хүлэгтэн бидэн альтинч тогтолгон уул
Юу хийх вэ? Амар байна уу? Уугад арга манд жарлиг хэрэг ачхуу.
Хөдлөхөө бэлэн.
Чарлиг ирээд үгүй. Хан хан. Хэрэг биш үгүй.
The idle time alone was worth it.
жаа тэгчээ
Чарлиг ирээд ядах юмгүй. Хөдөл.
дагаж байна
Мана, чарлиг.
юу хийнэ жарлыг буулгахгүй Хэмээн жардаг буусахгүй. Жардгийг дагаж байна.
Цугаар бит.
Альбинч энд байна.
What the hell?
Бүлэгтэн давталгаа. Инаг ширээд хөө.
Орохгүй. Өдөр бид түгээ зардаг хүлээ юу? Орохгүй. Бэс.
Сугаар сонорд тоглолтоор борсон.
Жарлиг ясаар болгосон.
Жардагаас бодог дугаа. Мөсөө гадаг дугаа. Бүзэн бодог. Жардгийг дагаж байдаг.
Юм болох юм уу те?
Явгал
Бидэм бай.
жаач юу чаа тэгсүү.
Утааралдаг цаг болдог. Жаачлуугаа жарлиг
Ёсоор болсон.
Хинэг бишлүүгээ. Жагту жарлиг. Цаг болдог. Жарлиг.
Сугаар сонорд тун.
Сон
Мөхөг. Хатлаж буй. Хагатуда. Жарддаг ёсоор болсон.
Have a nice day. Give the year and Netflix will bring back movie version of Stranger Things, The Reckoning. Yeah, his macro wasn't bad. He played good. Maybe Vecna wasn't expected to be defeated here. Yeah, like super villains are all about like, dude, there is no way they beat me, you know what I mean? What a group of Plunka, you know what I mean? They're expecting, you know, I think Arcagneta TTC is fine. By the way, forgot to answer that. You know what they're gonna do? I can tell you that right now. Listen to me. They're gonna bring back the series with the new kids like Holly and Derek and etc. But they're gonna, they are out of budget already. So they're gonna do this with a very low quality, and the animations are gonna be ass and etc. Like I can tell you that that's gonna happen.
Жертв болгосон буюу хатирч байна уу? Альгинч дагсуу.
And Vecna somehow returns again
гэж байна.
Бүлэгтэн
in a form of bread.
дагсаар байна уу? Хай. Жорчлоо. Бидээ. Дагсуу.
So he not gonna look like flesh and bones and muscle. He gonna look like just a bread, and we're gonna call him a breadna.
Эй, бардуга. Бүлэгтэн. Бидээ. Дагсуу.
I don't understand. How can you fuck up something this badly? Like what happened? That's what I don't understand. Like that series was so good for many seasons, right?
альгинч дагсуу.
Бэлэн.
Юу хийх вэ? Бүл хатирч байна уу? Морицоо. Бидээ. Жорчлоо. альгинч. Юу
Бэл.
дагсуу.
Арилаг ясаар болгосон.
Бүлэгтэн. Бусхаа. Жертв болгосон дагсуу. Альчил бэлэн дагсуу. Бэлэн.
Жарлаг.
Бидээ. Юу
Санарт.
хэлбэж байна. Тэнэрээ. Альгинч дагсуу. Амар байна уу? Жертв болгосон буюу тэгсүү. Бидэн жорчлон. Морсоо. Бүлэгтэн зарилгийг дагсуу. Бэлэн. Дагсуу. Бутаа. Бидэн. Хатирч байна уу? Бүлэгтэн. Альгинч дагсуу. Аюу боддоо. Жертв болгосон буюу.
Санарт. Бэг тогтсон.
Юу жог. Бидэн зарилгийг дагсуу. Дагсуу.
Үлээж байна уу?
Юу гэрдэг ясаа сандар.
Wait, what the hell? Why did I?
Ажитнам.
Альгинч дагсуу.
That's interesting.
Дагсан ууг мангаарсан. Ууганаар билээ. Ёо, жат ууганаар. Хүлээж байна уу?
Бүлэгтэн дагсуу. Эдэггүй. Хай. Жертв болгосон буюу дагсуу. Бэл. Жертв тэгсүү. Дагсуу.
Жарлаг.
Жертв бэлэн. Морсоо. Альгинч жорчлоо. Бэл. Ишүү. Бэлэн. Хай. Бүлэгтэн дагсуу.
Хийж барлуга.
Альгинч дагсуу.
Анаруу байна уу?
Жертв болгосон буюу. Юу би намансуу. Бэлэн. Бүлэгтэн хатирч байна уу?
Well, anyway.
Бидэн дагсуу. Жертв
Huh?
бэлдэ. Хүрээд дууссан. Ажигч дасуу. Аюу бодлоо. Варцоо. Тэгсүү. Жачнам. Санар тахгүй. Жэрдэг бол дэлхийг тасуу. Жэрдэг буулгах гэж байна.
Барьж барлуугаа.
Жэрдэг хөлөгтөн морсоо. Жет санар. Өрөөгсөө. Бэлдэ. Уулгал. Андардад тух. Ухчи. Ухчи. Osmanlılar ASUS. Yoo. Oğlan bir de. Tek takçı memur. Andar. Tatlı tum.
Бэл.
Var hiç. Ucak. Am toksu boyu. Bedin. Hatırç benim. Дагсуу. Тэрдэг ясаар бодгосон. Аюу бодлоо. Жэндэг бол дагсуу.
Санар өрөөлөө аныг уулгах. Чимээгүй. Corsair жирдэг буулгах бүү залхуу.
Хөдөлтөн бидэн.
Атгацаг бодлоо.
Жэндэг бол
Бэлд хүдэж.
ажигч байна.
Баатар дөрөвхөн шиг. Цуга орон юугаа төл ажилт бэл. Уугалаар хөдөлтөө.
Баатар хонор. Ажигч энд байна. Жэндэг ясаар бодгосон. Юун хэмээн түүнийг хийнэ. Цугаар би. Я, тоххом. Сонор. Би үнийг бариаггүй
Corsair.
цугаар би.
Жирдэг
Жэндэг
замд гарсан. Өрөөж байна. Сайн акс. Тушаагаар болсон.
응아지고 용익볼 꾸스포카 기다로 베르
Танд юу?
얀티가 뭔가 그지 마이는 마
Чимээ үжигсэн цаг. Ариу хавчаа гэсэн. Гээ энд байна. Нөө бэлэг уугалаар энд байна.
엔도가스
Би спортод акс. Сандар дөрөв. Сандар. Эдэм. Манруу харваад байна мó. Ажиг хүлээж. Утраа. Онсумаар харууж байна мó.
Goodbye.
Загаслуугаа гэцийг нь хүү дагуулж.
Why did 3 insisted on tower rushing? Like, I don't understand. Also, one big mistake I didn't activate the defense. I mean, do I need that? I mean, it's 10% extra HP. But if I disactivated the production speed, then these units would take me so long to make. Okay, this is a really... Dude, this is so bad. Like, if I deactivate the production speed, then these units will be very, very late, right? Because it takes so long to make the units. But also, the 10% HP is not bad. Because it goes like here. 10% HP. Like this range. Like up until here. So it's a huge question mark. Which one is better? I think when I first tried to touch down the tower, I should have activated, but I should have go back and I need to use the golden dent more. I need to control group the golden dent. Absolutely. Yeah, I need to learn that. I need to control group the golden dent. Does the HP work on villagers too? Yes, that's the thing. It does. Yep. Isn't it crazy? Thank you, Jaden Thompson. I see YouTube chat as well, don't worry. Only 5 cursed Golden Horde game left. Wow. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna make 2 videos today. One of them is the FFA tier list, and the other one is a balance patch suggestion to the devs. I made a balance patch suggestion to the devs, and I wanna show you guys. My suggestions are. So there's gonna be 2 video. Okay, give me a minute. I need to go to the toilet. Are we nerfing China at pro level? I didn't suggest any China changes because I was like, maybe they know what to do. That's why. You know what? We gotta do that right now. How about that? I need to. Can I message myself? Maybe I can't. Okay, I'm gonna put this here then. Okay, we're gonna do it right now. Wait, can we increase the... Maybe I can't. Can I put this on screen? Wait, let me try. Oh, I can. Okay. Okay. Can you guys read it in the back as well? Okay. So let me record this, okay? And let's talk about it. Hello everyone. So I did a balance suggestion on the dev team, the balance team, because as you know, we mostly have the chance to talk with the balance team. So mostly with them, but of course there are some other people as well who are working on that Discord. So here are my suggestions for every civilization. There's not gonna be like crazy suggestions, just like nerfing Ridaris or any other things like China nerf, etc. But these are little suggestions that would be amazing to be changed. Again, like changing Ridari to nerf them. That's, I'm pretty sure it's on their page. They know they have to do that, etc. etc. So let's start with iCUE. The Dervish age up. This age up is insane, not only for 1 vs 1, but team games too. I saw iCUE players winning with French, not making units till H3 because healing was too crazy. Ottomans get 2 Imam with Vizier points, but iCUE Dervishes are like tanks, not dying, and they out heal a lot of damage. So the suggestion was here to make only 1 dervish with the age up. Do not give 2 dervish to iCUE. It's just insane resource per minute to have 2 dervishes in feudal. The other age ups can't compete with the dervish age up that you can age up with the dervishes into the feudal. So far this is literally not just the best age up for iCUE into feudal, but the most strongest and the best resource per minute age up compared to every other civilizations as well. Because again, even though Ottoman gets 2 imam with their vizier point, those imams are not tanky. They are slow, easy to snipe out, and after that you're gonna be like, oh no, I just wasted a vizier point. Meanwhile, when you are age up with the dervishes, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, but also these units are not going to die, so whatever, right? Next one, Byzantine, System of the First Hill. What if it gives a population like a house, 40 or 50 population, or general resources based on the unused flask? So as you know, System of the First Hill is not really being used at all. When people are playing with the Byzantine, they are using the Golden Horn Tower non-stop. So I think this can be fixed with either the cistern or the first hill. It's gonna be a house that gives you 40 or 50 extra, you know, population, just like a house does, or it generates a resource based on the unused flask. So I was thinking about unlocking a 6th level of cistern, but I think that's a mistake. You do not need a 6th level of cistern, right? So you should not increase it. The reason why, because Byzantine already has like crazy economy. Why would, you know, the dev team or why would the Byzantine even need more resource per minute, right? So I think the 6th level is a mistake, but a small little change would give the power to the cistern of the first shield to compete against the Golden Horde Tower. Let's jump to Delhi. Ghazi Raiders. The base damage should be reduced by 1 in every age, and the bonus damage to heavy increased by 1 every age. So basically, their damage against heavy units is going to be the same, but their normal damage is going to be much lower against any other units. Right now, Ghazi Raiders are crazy strong. They have 12 damage in Feudal, which is insane for a horseman. That also has bonus damage against heavy units. They have also increased HP as well, even though their attack speed is a little bit slower, but you can just hit someone, go back and hit again. So you can just, you know, leverage your little bit slower attack speed, but not staying in the fight too long. Next one, Dome of the Fate. Dome of the Fate is being used like non-stop, 24/7. What if it does not reduce the scholar cost, but instead you can queue up upgrades and make scholars at the same time? This can open styles like 2TC. So imagine if the Dome of the Fate can make scholars and upgrades at the same time. So maybe you don't need to start with Mosque in Dark Age, because then you just queue up you can queue up scholars and you can get your upgrades at the same time. I mean, why not? Everyone goes Dome of the Fate. Tower of Victory. With Ghazi nerf, this landmark will open up. I think if we reduce the base damage of the Ghazi Raiders, there will be a bigger chance for people to try Tower of Victory. Because again, the huge problem with Delhi is that everyone focusing non-stop Ghazi Raiders, right? You see like 20, 30, 40 Ghazi Raiders. And also, I'm 1000% sure the attack speed it gives is not correct. When I was checking the attack speed on the units, I saw that it was not the attack speed that it should be. So it was a little bit of mistake there, or something like a mistake with the attack speed numbers, but it can be fixed very easily. Compounded Defender. This landmark is unused. I don't even remember when was the last time when I saw a good Delhi player using Compound Defender. Now it's always House of Learning. What if it gives like 30% discount on TCs, remove the discount on keeps, keep the upgrades inside. Upgrades are 100% faster, but it cannot connect to the mosque Wi-Fi. So it cannot connect to the mosque, but every upgrades inside are 100% faster. Again, it can provide you a very easy second TC or a third TC. I think this discount on the keep is not that great, but at the same time, we should not really make the landmark insanely broken, right? This is already a good change, that every upgrade are 100% faster inside, right? So your keep upgrades will kick in faster, but the keeps are not cheaper anymore. Which again, that's really good. But also, it gives a huge discount on the TCs. And maybe there should be, the 30% discount should be on Stonewall Tower, something like that. That would be amazing as well. So far, that was the balance suggestion for the Delhi. Again, these are not crazy stuff, because I'm pretty sure the devs are aware of what really need to be changed, just like Ridari need to be nerfed. So these suggestions are just small and touching just little things. English. King's Palace. Make it slightly more efficient than a standard TC, like 5% faster and cheaper, similar to Council Hall buff. Because if you didn't know, inside the Council Hall, you can make Lombos 5% cheaper as well, and much faster. Like a country hall is a double of an archery range. So what if, because everyone goes white tower. I have suggested multiple times, so that's why I didn't wrote it here. But if you didn't know that, the white tower garrison space is actually a bug. White tower should not have 20 garrison space. Honestly, I would nerf it to 10, but I was keep telling the devs that it should be 15. They noticed it, and I'm pretty sure they will nerf the white tower garrison space, which is amazing. It's good to know it's actually a bug. It got confirmed by one of the dev from Forgotten Empires that it's actually a bug. So white tower should not have 20 garrison space, which is okay. I like the white tower nerf, or aka the fix. So make it slightly more efficient than a standard TC, like 5% cheaper, faster and cheaper, similar to Council Hall buff. It would be amazing. It's a little buff to King's Palace, but it will push people to actually try the landmark. Golden Horde. Building cards. Add 1+ extra card on each age up, not on feudal. So right now you get only 1 extra card on castle and imperial, and it's just nothing. Honestly, it's just nothing. Like, especially in imperial, who cares about 1 extra card? I mean, sorry, who cares about 1 card? Maybe in castle they can turn into stockyards, which would be insanely good. I love the fact that I mean, I hate the fact that we cannot turn into stockyards the extra card, but it would be insanely good if you are in castle and you can turn them into stockyards, because, you know, why not? Because right now the Khan and Torgud is just insanely strong, making cheaper and stronger Khan and Torgud in every age. And think about that, when you calculate the extra HP for the Khan and Torgud and you reach imperial and you get biology, and you have the more HP Khan and Torgud, and you get the biology, and you get like 700-800 HP Khan. Now that's insane. And also the Torguds with their 500 HP or something like that, or 400. Increase card movement and unpack speed slightly. Right now the cards are insanely slow. I think they are like 0.7 or 0.6 or maybe 0.75 movement speed, which is horrible. Like, increasing up to 0.9 would be amazing, because right now they are just so slow. It's so slow. All right, let's go next with the Golden Horde. Villagers and Uwu. They should start with 6 villagers. Uwu should gather 50 stone per minute as base. Right now the Uwu for Golden Horde gathers 60 stone per minute. It would be better if it's only 50 stone per minute, because now they can have 6 villagers. And before anyone gonna say, well, they start with 5 villagers because Mongol can make villagers until they pack their TC. Yeah, but Malian can make a pit mine that gives 120 resource in Dark Age. So what about, why is Malian not starting with 5 villagers? They have 120 resource per minute pit mine. Like, can we not ignore the fact that Malian has insane resource per minute? Maybe add a feudal upgrade that increases up to 65 stone per minute, or back to 60 stone per minute. Like a very cheap landmark, just like the spearman has the upgrade to make them into feudal spearman. Reduce the wood start by 25. This extra wood is here because gear used to be 75 wood. Now with the extra wheel, that extra wood should be reduced. So the other reason for the 6 villager start, because on water maps they can't keep producing villagers non-stop unless you remove 1 villager on wood, which is horrible. Like, Golden Horde, the only civilization that has only 3 villager on wood, because if you put if you don't put villager on food on a water or a hybrid map, you actually can't queue up villagers. So that's very, very horrible for them to have only 3 villager on wood, 1 and 2 villager on food by the start, when every civilization has 5 villager on wood and 1 villager who builds the dock, right? So that would be really good if they remove the 25 extra wood they have and they increase the villager by 1. Next one. Reinforce and upgrade. Castle upgrade reinforced and stone cost should be 1050 or 1100 from 950. It is very strong like crazy. Seth told me about this upgrade and he was pretty much right. So Seth actually told me that Golden Horde is insanely strong because of their Castle Age upgrade, which is gives them 1 extra unit every time they make a unit. With that, you can get the Karash upgrade. So you actually make 4 units out of 1 building, because you get the Karash, right? You get a free Karash, you get an extra 1 unit. Let's say instead of 2 crossbow you get 3 crossbow, but you just don't get 3 crossbow because you get a Karash as well, so you actually get 4 unit. That's insanely strong, and I think that upgrade should be much more expensive. Right now it's 950, but it should be at least 1050 or 1100. Next one, the Holy Roman Empire. Aachen Chapel. The Aachen Chapel should be a monastery. You cannot garrison prelate until you research the Cistercian abbeys. After Cistercian abbeys, Aachen Chapel can be garrisoned. Now this is insanely good and opens up a lot of playstyles with HRA. It will not make the Aachen Chapel to be broken compared to Mainwerk, but of course it's a huge change that you can make prelates out of Aachen Chapel. But of course, to be garrisoned, you need to research the Cistercian abbeys, which is like a 400 resource costed upgrade. But if you are buffing Aachen Chapel, we should look at the Mainwerk as well. So Mainwerk Palace, all pike upgrade. All pike should be +3 damage. I remember it was +3 on the testing, but got nerfed to 2. I still don't remember why. +3 is fine, or add another upgrade inside, like OOTD has upgrades. So the 2 good idea for Mainwerk to make sure it's not gonna be pushed back too much by the Aachen Chapel change is that the all pike either gives 3 damage to horsemen and spearmen, or they have 1 extra upgrade, just like OOTD has. That OOTD has 3 upgrade inside the Mainwerk. So HRE can have 3 upgrade inside as well. It's really up to them for the devs, like which one they would make. But this would change a lot on HRE and bring it more forward and help the casual players as well to able to make prelates out of Aachen Chapel or have a little bit stronger Mainwerk palace. Next one. No, this is just my balance suggestion, Iskander. House of Dentester. So this is my balance suggestion for the dev team. Lancaster Castle Landmark. Manors are garrisonable. That would be good if you build the Lancaster Castle Landmark. Manors are garrisonable. Allow an extra small Levi on each manor, not in the landmark. Levi can be used once, or it can be used multiple times from the manors. With this, the price should not be easily affordable. So there are like many things that you can do. So these are all suggestions how the Lancaster Castle should be changed. But listen to this. I feel like this landmark really went the wrong way, and the lords are way too crazy still. I still can't wrap my head around the decision of nerfing Lancaster Castle, meanwhile lords being the meta for months now. So we actually have the lords like non-stop, and for some unknown reason Lancaster Castle got a huge nerf, like a huge nerf, and I still don't understand why they nerfed the Lancaster Castle where everyone spams the lords. Like, Lord have mercy. So these are some ideas. They can just make one of them true. Like, if Lancaster Castle gives you the capability of manors are garrisonable with the villager, right? That would be, for me, that would be one of the most favorite landmark. Lords would be still broken, but at least the Lancaster Castle, you know, at least a little bit better. So let's go to the next civilization now. Japanese. Koko Township. It would be amazing if shinobis are permanently trained for free, just like Korra Storehouse. Like, one shinobi every 60 or 90 or 120 seconds. So the reason for this suggestion, because Korra Storehouse works the same way, right? Korra Storehouse spawns farm for free, and after that it still gives you resources for a minute. So the reason why people going for Cora Storehouse instead 99.9% of the time is because infinite amount of resources. Here the Shinobi cost a lot of resources. Or remove the tags so archers do not do extra damage. That alone helps. So, okay, that one helps as well. If you are ignoring the fact that they are produced for free, at least removing the tags so archer doesn't do extra damage, that would be really good as well. Because right now, if you didn't know that, Shinobis does receive extra damage from archers, and Shinobis have very small HP. Like, they have very, very little HP. Very, very little HP. So I never understood why the archers need to do extra damage against unit that has very small amount of HP, can be trained out of landmark only, lot of resources, and a lot of time. So for me, Kokotanshi just does not make sense. Mounted Samurai. Their cost should be higher, like plus 10 gold or plus 10 food. So 10 gold or 10 food more. They are crazy strong. Best knight in H3 unless French goes Royal Institute. Right now, Mounted Samurais are the best unit in the, the best knight in the H3 if we don't calculate Royal Institute for French. They are just insanely strong. I don't know if you saw the game where Beastie was playing against, I think, Papipo in the tournament, and he was playing iCUE. You know, iCUE has camels. He had a lot of Desert Raiders, crossbow, like everything to counter the Mounted Samurai. But the Mounted Samurai just did not care. They just didn't care at all. They're like, all right, listen, it's my time, and that's it. They just destroyed the iCUE army. Next one, Temple of Equality. Make the monk upgrade free or cheaper. This landmark struggles because it feels locked to fast castle only. I feel like this landmark is really locked behind the fast castle, and that's why people really can't really make it. Because even though it's locked to the fast castle, it's not as good as the other landmark. What is the name? I always forget. The other H3 landmark. Because you have to pay a lot of resources for those monks to generate resources. So maybe just make it a little bit cheaper so it's not that insanely hard to get the upgrade. I think that alone helps. If they just decrease the resource on that upgrade that generates gold per minute on the monks, that would help a lot on Temple of Quality, and people would play it more often. And now, yeah, floating gate, yeah, exactly. Now my favorite, Knights Templar. Okay, watch this. So my first suggestion for Knights Templar is actually a nerf. Pilgrims should give less gold or cap the pilgrims at 8 maximum. I think pilgrims are insanely strong for Knights Templar, and I don't think they should give this amount of gold. It just crazes me. It just crazes me how much gold Knights Templar gets from the pilgrims. Age ups. Kingdom of France. Change from plus 15 faster and minus 5 gold cost to plus 10% faster and minus 10% gold cost. Now it would make Kingdom of France a little bit better and more interesting age up. Principality of Antioch. Melee unit gains plus 10 damage. Okay, that's a nerf from 15 to 10. Melee units that do not cost gold gain plus 10 extra HP. So Spearman, Horseman will get 10 extra HP if you age up with Principality of Antioch. I think a little bit of nerf is good, because when devs changed this 10% to 15%, they actually buffed Slugta. Why do we need to buff Slugta? Hello? Like if someone goes up to Antioch, then you reach Imperial with Slugta. Slugtas are actually now much stronger with Antioch. Amazing. So they actually reduced the damage of Slugta by 1 in Imperial, but they increased the Antioch by 5%. So it's like, well, nothing happened. We actually give more damage to Slugta. Kingdom of Castile. Increase the radius of the buff around sacred site. Janitors. Increase their range from 6.5 to 7. That would be a really good buff to janitors, and it would be much easier to take out ranged units. I really love this change. I was testing around as well how would be a 7 tiles of janitor look like, and I think they need to be 7 tiles of range for people to use it even more. Sergeant, fix their weird attack animation wind up. It feels like they are attacking with 2.5 attack speed. Their attack animation is very weird. Very weird. That need to be fixed, and that would make Sergeant much better. The Japanese crossbow. Increase their armor from 0-1 to 1-1. Listen, they are carrying a huge shield. Why they have only 1 extra ranged armor? Why don't they have 1 extra melee armor as well? So it would help them a little bit if they increase their melee armor by 1 only. And that's gonna be fine. Like, these are not crazy changes. These are just little fine touches or suggestions, right? For these units to be a little bit better, and people will pick it. So that's why I'm not going like crazy on changes. But when I was working on all these changes, it took me, by the way, I think 1 or 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks of non-stop testing. And I think that would be really good.
Thank
you so much for the sub.
For 14 months.
That would be really good if they changed the armor to 1-1 on the Japanese crossbowman. And that would be their uniqueness as well. The castle unit, Chevalier Confer, base damage increase from 17 to 18. For some unknown reason, every knight unit receives like 5 extra damage when they get to from feudal to castle. So like Rus or French, they receive 5 extra damage, but Chevalier Confer receives only 3 extra damage. So which means they have 14 damage in feudal, and they go up to 17. Wow, that's amazing. Huge. Meanwhile, they have lower HP, lower armor, lower charge. Everything is so bad. And so far has like 20 something damage, right? In castle, they have crazy armor. They are faster. Like so many fake knight units, just like as I said, like Sofa or QICK, are way much stronger. And Chevalier Confer actually cannot win a single fight against Castle Age Knights in equal resources. So I have tested Chevalier Confer against every knight in the game, and they lost to all of them. They couldn't win a single knight versus knight. And also I tested against spearman, tested against crossbow, tested against archer, and the results were horrible. I don't even want to talk about it because it was disgustingly bad. So increasing their damage at least by 1 would help them actually a lot, because what they struggle is to have such a tiny little attack in Castle Age where everyone has insane HP, insane damage, insane armor. But their armor is bad, their damage is bad, their charge damage is bad. Everything is bad about Chevalier Confer. But increasing their damage just by 1, I actually tested it. They will win a few matchups, right? Not a lot of them, but they would be a little bit better against some certain units, which is wow. So let's see, Macedonian Dynasty. System of the first hill. Make sure it gives water drops every 60 or 70 seconds. Right now, the other landmark, which is the Golden Horde Tower, gives 190 resource per minute. This one feels around 100 res per minute. So actually, I tested it, and it's 103 resource per minute. How horrible this! I don't know if the Golden Horde Tower is broken with the Macedonian, or the system of the first hill is bad. I think the system of the first hill is bad. So if the water drops recharges every 16 seconds, that's actually 160 resource per minute. So right now it's 103, so around 100 resource per minute. The system of the first hill for the Macedonian. Like, why are we doing the same thing just like we did with Byzantine, right? So 100 resource per minute versus 190. That's amazing. Next one, Malian. Go back. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, Malian, foreign garrison, should immediately spawn the selected unit, 5 of them, and reduce cost or improve production speed on the selected units. So, actually, these are 2 suggestions. So, it's either you will get 5 units when you enlist. Let's say you click on the Freeborn Warrior and you immediately get 5 of them. Just like back in the day, foreign garrison was... it was making 5 units, I think. Yeah, 5 units at the same time. Or, if not this one, it would be amazing if the cost or the production speed is much better on the selected units inside the frame garrison. These are small changes, but it would help Malian to pick this landmark rather than the cow landmark. Or let's say situational. That's a better word for it. It's much more situational. Mongols. So I actually I was thinking about the nerf on the Mangudai, and what is the best nerf to the Mangudai without changing the identity of the unit? Change Mangudai attack speed from 0.875 to 105. So I tried Mangudai with 105 and it felt much better to play against it. Right now on 0.875 attack speed, it's crazy. Okay, everyone can agree Mangudai are a pain in the ass. But if the attack speed goes 1.05, that's gonna be amazing. This nerf is good enough. I do not think anything else needs to be changed. This is already huge. The unit should not be touched much more than this. So I wrote this, the bottom line, when I tested the Mangudai with 1.05 attack speed. And the change between that 2 attack speed is huge. It's huge. Ottomans. Sipahi. Sipahi should lose 1 damage on each age. That would reduce their effectiveness against every unit. Not just knights or Minotaur, but against every unit. Right now, Sipahi is insanely strong, but just removing 1 damage on them would give them a huge nerf. Huge nerf. Do not change anything else. Losing 1 damage is already huge. Their unique power comes from their range, right? They can attack from far range. Like 0.75 tiles. Almost 1 tiles. And their attack speed, which is their ability. So Sipahi loses out 1 damage would put them into a more balanced state. Vizier points. Vizier points still need to look at. I think the Vizier points are still horrible. I hope they're gonna change it or do something like remove the Akinji and make Akinji producible. Eastern Marine Player Plus. This landmark still needs a huge change so it can compete with MacMed. I'm been pushing this. I didn't wrote anything here because I give them 10 different suggestions for the Istanbul Imperial Palace. I don't know when they're gonna change this landmark, dude. I already give them like 10 different changes. Like I give them like, what if it increased the production speed of units inside the range? Like 10% or 15%. Akinji. Akinji is not being played at all. They come late and they do not have crazy power like Sipahi. If they are pushed back because Sipahi and Jedi compete so strong. They have no clear role like how Rus Horse Archers turn into real archers. Because if you think about it, Rus Horse Archers are actually much closer to be a normal archer, right? Like what they can do, aka very strong against unarmored units. So I hope they're gonna do something with Akinji because nobody uses Akinji. But maybe people will use Akinji as soon as Sipahi nerfs are in, or nerf is in. Rus. Abbey of Trinity. Okay, look at this. I'm really happy about this suggestion. Because I was thinking of Abbey of Trinity have to change the landmark. Listen to this. What if Garrison relics increase hunting cabin generation? Each relic increases hunting cabin gold per minute by 5%. So it can actually fight against the high trade house. Now think about it. If you have 3 relics, that's 15% more gold per minute on the hunting cabins. And I think this change alone would help to pick Able Treaty, or I mean fight against High Trade House, to be chosen either High Trade House or Able Treaty. Because High Trade House, like, how much resource per minute it has? It has around like 400, I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, Able Treaty has like 100 resource per minute worth. That's nothing. 100 resource per minute of worth, that's nothing. I think this small change would really push people to try out Able Trinity. Sengoku. The Ryokan landmark. Expand the aura radius and also add a small economic boost to villagers who visit the landmark, like 5 or 10% gather rate. Many people complain that the gather rate for Sengoku is really bad because you need to be always around the Matsuri, but this would help a little bit. So you can choose either the broken broken shinobis, or a little bit faster, like I think 5% is already good. But expanding the order radius is important, and also the gather rate would be really nice on the villagers when they visit the landmark. That would be really nice, a small little boost. Okay. So, Tuklak. Hisar Academy. Add the baseline tricot even with 0 governors. So right now, I'm pretty sure Hisar Academy doesn't give extra resource per minute. So it would be a really good idea to give a little bit of resource per minute, even though there are no governors. This is just a fix to the landmark. It's not like, oh my god, this is a broken change or anything like that. It's just a little bit of fix. Just a little bit of fix for the Tuklak. Palace of the Sultan. This landmark should be a keep landmark instead of what it gives currently. So right now, if you age up with Palace of the Sultan, you can pick one of the governors. But who cares? I'm gonna have keeps anyway. Those keeps are, or Tuklakbak forts, are not that expensive. So, I really don't care. Just make this into a keep landmark. That would be much better than having it as a governor picking landmark. Like, every landmark gives something, like a resource per minute. This one, like, you can select one governor. Amazing. Love that. I can build the compound defender and do the same thing. Would help a lot to reach Imperial, and governors are picked anyway, just like as I mentioned. House of Learning. December just needs one more upgrade, and that is all. To make sure is the same level with Delhi House of Learning. And watch this. So this is why one more upgrade will be needed, because I suggested for Compound of Defender as well. It should reduce the cost of governor upgrades too. So Compound Defender should reduce the cost of the upgrades inside of the Tuklakbak forts, not just the Tuklakbak forts. So if you didn't know that, all Compound Defender does is that it makes your keeps cheaper, and that's it, but not the upgrades. So it would be amazing if also the upgrades are much cheaper. I played a couple of House of Learning in Tuklak, and it's actually 2 times stronger than Compound Defenders. So right now, House of Learning are much stronger than Compound Defender, but this would a little bit ruin the balance. But to fix the balance between Compound Defender and House of Learning, you just need to give one more upgrade, and then it's like 50-50. That's it. You just make sure both landmark are equally good. Zushi Jannan Tower. Add a small discount around the landmark, like Cisternian Cisternian range, 5 or 10% cheaper. Or, and this is such a good idea, or make the TC spawn an Imperial officer for free, not a villager. So if you didn't know, if you build Jannan Tower and you build a second TC, you get 1 villager for free. But what if an IO, aka an Imperial official, spawns for free and not a villager? That would push people to build more Jannan Tower. than the other landmark into feudal. And it would also make viable to play 2TC rather than always fast castle with Zushi. Please read from the top. Thank you for reading. I wish you a really nice day. So these are my balance suggestions for the devs. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys liked it as well. Oh my god, I talk way too much. Oof. What about China nerf? That wasn't my suggestion because I'm pretty sure they will nerf it. So that's why I didn't suggest it. Because I'm pretty sure they will. So I didn't suggest it changes that absolutely will, you know, get changed. That's why I didn't suggest it changes that will absolutely make it, you know? So wait, if I play Tukura, I should never pick compound. Dude, the Spearman upgrade is actually insanely goated. I'm not joking. The Nezan training. It makes Spearman so fast. It's crazy. But Chinese same for so long. The reason behind that, by the way, because Chinese win rate are really bad on ranked ladder. And I'm 1000% sure that's the reason why they are not nerfing China, because they do not perform well. So I think in the future what we will see is actually China above the nerf. Maybe. Because if you check the win rate, they are on 45% win rate. China. I always go Hisar, Iskander. I don't like the Palace of the Sultan. I mean, I always got the Governor Iskander, so it wasn't hard to get the upgrade Governor. Like, most of the time, it's my third Governor to get. Okay.
Морсо. Бидэн дагсуу. Бүлэгтэн дагсуу. Жадаг болгосон буюу дагсуу. Бүлэгтэн жагсан. Эй, альгинч. Морсо. Бидэн хатарч байна уу? Жадаг болох хатарч байна уу? Бидэн жагсан. Зарилгийг дагсуу. 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 Бүлэгтэн. Тэгсүү. Бүлэгтэн дагсуу. Дагсуу. Жагсан. Жадаг болох хатарч байна уу? Дагсуу. Морсо. Дагсуу.
Okay.
Уугад орж байна. Суу. Юу? Альгинч. Дагсуу. Жагсан. Жадаг болох хатарч байна уу? Дагсуу. Дагсуу. Альгинч. Жагсан. Бүлэгтэн. Тэгсүү.
Okay. How much for another coaching? I'm not coaching right now.
Альгинч. Дагсуу. Хатарч байна уу? Зарилгийг дагсуу.
Жардаг.
Бүлэгтэн. Тэгсүү. Дагс юу? Ай. Уугадаран бэлэн. Уугадаран дагсуу.
Санар.
Гэсүү. Уугадаран хүлээж, уугадаран бэлгүрээ дугсоо. Альгинч. Дагсуу. Бэлэн. Жорчноо. Жадаг болгосон буюу хатарч байна уу? Дагсуу.
Бэлт.
Альгинч. Зарилгийг дагсуу. Дагсуу. Хатарч байна уу? Бэлэн дагсуу. Дагсуу.
Танайгаа адах бай.
Ай. Жадаг болгосон буюу дагсуу. Жорчноо. Бэлэн. Дагсуу. Дагсуу. Бэлэн. Ярдик тэмэгэж байна. Бүлэгтэн дагсуу. Санар. Ярдик болос жорчноо. Хатарч байна уу? Ярдик дагсуу. Ярдик болгосон буюу. Бэлт. Ярдик ясаар болгосоо. Юу? Би намансуу. Бүлэгтэн дагсуу.
Дагсуу.
Альгинч. Зарилгийг дагсуу. Санар. Ярдик ясаар болгосоо. Гүрдээ дагсуу. Юу хэмээн жадаг. Уугадар энд байна.
Амар байна уу?
Санар. Бүлэгтэн.
Ажилт.
Уугадар
Бүнийг барьсуу. Санар. Би энд байна. Би зүтгэхэд байна.
Альгинч энэ ярдик ясаар.
Яасан буй.
Бүлэгтэн бэлэн. Ажилт бэлэн.
Танд юу хэрэгтэй вэ? Цугаар бэлт.
Юу хэмээн жадаг болохгүй буй.
Хамиг бараагүй байна.
Амар байна.
Жарлаг бодох гэж байна.
Цугаар
Жарлаг бодох гэж.
юу? Ажилт бэлэн. Анда оруу. Амар байна уу?
Okay.
Bird Jaguar has subscribed.
타이트가 야해.
Barb Jaguar, thank you so much for subscribe. Thank you, bro.
Юун хийх бод.
Санарт даруй махан авчихсан.
Өдөж бай бол хага. Бэдэгсо.
Би жаргал ёсоор.
Би энд би дэгсо.
Юун хийх бод. Ажил мэдэн.
타이트 아저드소. 야스 자택소 안당 하루도가 비저스.
Адгинч энд байна. Догтхон уу?
амиг жаргыг дагмой.
Өдөгтөн бид авчих мөр.
Цугаар сонирхолтой.
Би энд бай.
I didn't mean to do that.
Таайдуг яахыг хүссэн бой. Энд юун хэрэгтэй бой.
амиг 자택소.
Жарлаг ядах юмгүй хөдөд.
Юун хэмээн жадаг.
타이트가 야 어디두가.
Цугаар.
Тэгсүү. Одоо оруултуга. Уугал дараа энд байна. Би хүнийг байна.
Манай
야스 아저드남.
За.
타이트가 жаргыг дагмой.
Жэнтэг ёсоо.
хойсдор хөгөө.
Өдөгтөн бид. Сайхан ажил. Яв уурхаг.
Жарлаг баатаа. Ажил хүлээж байна уу? Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн.
Уугал дараа бэлэн этгэж байна.
Жарлагаар болсон.
Юун хэмээн би
Цугаар.
чад юуга. Удар. Би чадна.
Юу шахах хүсмэ?
Энд юун хэрэгтэй бой.
Манай жарлаг ёсоор болсон.
Тандугаа мар тамсугаа урдугаа.
Харж байна уу?
Уугал этгэж замдаа. За би хийсүү. Өрөөж байна. Сайн байна.
Жарлаг юу? Би болохоо. Болох юм уу? Би бодбос. Буугаар шана. Хоёрт бууна. Хөрөөж байна уу? Сайн байна. Хоёрт баатаа. Би хөтлөж байна уу?
Ажилд бэлэн.
Дайсан харамж байна. Онцомог дөрмөд.
Манай жарлаг буудалгаа. Жарлгийг дагаж байна.
Ажилд бэлэн.
Санарт
Жэнтэг ёсоо. Юун хийх бой.
жарлаг ирлүгэ. Анхаа. Цугаар тод жарлаг ёсоор болсон. Жаа. Буу гайшин. Баатаа бид хөтлөх гэж байна. Жарлгийг дагаж
Okay.
байна. Ёсоор болсон. Буу гайшин.
Багтдаг бүдгөө. Юун амар байна уу?
Цугаар хөт. Сүнс
Уугал дараа мар.
Уугалар жаа. Манай жарлаг. Суу. Хоёрт бууна. Санарт. Намансо. Жарлаг болох гэж байна. Амар байна. Би үүнийг бариад өгсөн.
I need cash X.
жаргыг болгож хой.
Жарлгаар болсон.
Ажилд бэлэн.
Цугаар сон.
намыг санавдад тун.
Пудаараа марсан.
Бэлтэй. Өдөрмөд. Бэлтэйсэн. Ярдгийг дагаж байна.
Уугалаа. Жарлаг ирчихгүй. Сайхан ажил.
Ярдыг бодохгүй.
Манай жарлаг жарлгаар болсон. Жарлгаар болсон. Яхан. Юм багтээ. Цугаар.
атсас харуулна.
Жарлаг Жардаг ёсоор болсон.
Жарлыг буулгах гэж байна.
Манай бүү гоншгон.
Жарлыг дагаж байна.
Цугаар сонирдох морь.
Жарлыг хүлээн.
Санарт би жокет байна. Уугалаар нь бэлэн. Их гэж байна.
Юм болох.
Намдугаж өргөж лөөсөө.
Явахгүй. Хөдөж.
Мулхаа харанам. Тоггүй жаа хэсэг. Жардаг ирлэг сөөг багтуу. Хөдөж.
Удаанаар бэлэн. Би бэлэн. Жарлыг олсон. Мана жаг ёсоор болсон. Суга самардахгүй. Яадагсуу ондоо гарахгүй.
Гэж байна.
Манай бэря бидэн.
Хоёр дөрвгүй хаталтаа биш. Жарлыг олсон. Жарлыг ёсоор болсон.
Би жардаг ёсоор.
I shouldn't have raid team, I should have stayed at home. Should I have raid team? This is such a weird game. Because I feel like I lost because I raided him. But that's weird, no? Isn't that weird losing because I raided his base? I don't know, that's weird.
You I get the building.
Okay, this is a weird game. I actually lost because I raided his band. I think. That was a bad idea by me. By the way, I tested what you said about extra video. It's literally 30-second diff on age up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can get only 2 extra armor if you do. This was weird. I actually lost because I raided his base. If I just stayed at my own base, I would have been fine. Playing against this team is so weird. I'm gonna try this matchup again for sure. But at least I know how to play the against Macedonia. Maybe if I just sent only one QICK to raid, I didn't need it that many. Ancient Spires, so basically was Golden Dent.
Сонор дагаж байна юм.
Дагсуу.
Альтын дагсуу.
Oh shit, I forgot the villager!
Жаргал бод дагсуу.
Oh no.
Бэлэн. За.
Not putting a villager on food.
Хүлэгтэн.
Big mistake.
Хүлэгтэн. Зорчно. Альтынч.
I might need to pull off one villager from wood.
Жаргалыг дагсуу.
Not sure if I have to.
Бэлэн.
We will see soon.
Барьж бар байгаа.
Жаргал буудсан буюу морилсоо. Хатарч байна.
By the way,
Зорчно.
telling me that staying long in feudal against Macedonian is a Monka TOS, but also not realizing I'm playing Golden Horde. Now that's the way. You know, there have been a thing saying that I appreciate the coaching, but sometimes do not. You know what I mean? I just say this. Both of us have a different amount of knowledge. I have more, and you yep. You know what I mean? No, I'm not the best player on the world. Of course, I'm not top one. But I have the most knowledge. You know what I mean? Even though I'm dented. Even though I have so much information. I'm not like the best player in the world, etc. Right? But I have the most knowledge. I wish there is like a quiz game. You know what I mean? I would win that so easily. So goddamn easily. Never mind. Does Golden Horde seems good with building cards on hybrid maps? Yes, because you can turn the building card into docks. That's right. So you can get extra docks. Hi guys, please haven't decided to buy this game and think about one DLC I'm gonna buy a Sultan because of cameras with bows is it a good idea DLC? Just buy any DLC you wish, you know, you're thinking. How do you play them? Like just like how I did. You age up with the cards and you put multiple docks on multiple pawns. That I actually need to leave. Is there anyone else streaming right now? Something came up. Okay. Oh yeah, Core is streaming. Okay, I'm gonna raid Core, and I'll be back later today. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna finish the Golden Horde games, and we're gonna play the FFA. Okay. So be back a little bit later in like 2 hours. I'll be back in like 2 hours. I think the thing I have to do is around 2-3 hours. So be back in 2-3 hours. I'm gonna finish the Golden Horde games and we're gonna start playing the we're gonna do the community FFA. Okay, so community FFA in like 2-3 hours. Okay, much love. Bye bye. And also the tier list, the FFA tier list today. FFA tier list.